Oh, right in my face. That's okay. It's okay. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We are in Baja, about to go whale watching.
Yeah, the reason I was rushing to get to Baja is because whale season goes from mid-January to mid-March. And so we figured we would get down here, cross this off our list, and then there's no more time stamps that we need to achieve while we're here.
So we can actually really go slow.
Yeah. So if this is your first time here, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Rachel.
And we are traveling in the back of our self-converted van as we figure out what it means to go slow down.
Yeah, whale watching was amazing.
That was a really cool experience.
Are you excited?
Yeah. Right there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yes. How do you think they speak Spanish?
Well, the sign said since they're born in Mexico, they're Mexican.
So we woke up pretty early. The first tour left out at 8 a.m. So we knew we had to, be up and at 'em. It's also first come, first serve. So we wanted to make sure that we were one of the first people there since, we're already here. So we just kind of drove out to the pier, got dressed there. And by the time we went to the back, there was already a crowd of people. But they had I think they had 6 different boats. So everybody was able to kind of like go out at the same time. I thought that was really, really smart, as opposed to just doing like in and out. So yeah, it was cool.
And that's because we're here during the busiest season. Like I've read other people where they've come and they've had to wait for a boat to fill up. They need at least 3 people to go out. But we're here in February, so there's just so many tours happening. And like we said, all those other tours from in town came here. So we saw like 2 vans filled with people get here, and I was like, let's go, because I wasn't sure if we get a spot. You can contact the people on WhatsApp. They have a Facebook page, and then you can go, there's like a WhatsApp number there. And I did contact the person last night and like put us on the list, but I wasn't sure. He still said it was basically first come, first serve.
Yeah.
So, but once you get there, like you're in the parking lot, there's a restaurant, everything looks closed. So one thing to know if you're coming down here is you have to go like on the side and around the back to get to where the ticket counter is, and there were all kinds of people back there. We just didn't know they were there.
Yeah, because you couldn't see them.
Yeah. And we were in the van getting changed, so we didn't see the people who had arrived and went back there, because we were like the second or third people to get there, but then there were like 20 people back there when we got there.
Yeah, but it worked out for us, you know.
So yeah, in terms of price, right now it is $60 a person to go out on the boat, and the tour is about an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Yeah.
They give you a life jacket, and they put you on they have a bunch of different boats going out, like she said. So we were on a boat with I think 7 other people, so it was 9 of us total.
Yeah, very lovely people.
Yeah.
It was nice to get to know some folks. We haven't really been able to like meet some interesting people. Yeah. So going out and having that experience with them, it was really cool.
They just love us. They do.
They do?
They do. They're like, oh, thank you so much for coming and visiting us, Rachel. Watch. You'll see.
I mean, they are gentle creatures.
Just give us a show.
Oh, that's awesome. Come on over.
I get seasick, so I was a little bit nervous. I don't like to take Dramamine because it makes me super sleepy, and I didn't want to sleep through the whales. So I have these like little bands, the sea bands that I use on cruises. So I put those on. Part of me feels like it's just like a placebo and it's like all in my brain. But either way, the water, even if you get seasick, the water was so smooth that I like there was not even one moment that I was worried about being seasick.
No, not at all. I also get seasick and motion sickness. Like I don't go on roller coasters anymore, but it was very smooth.
Especially considering how small the boat was. Like, it's like literally only 9 people can fit on that boat.
Yeah.
So it's not like I've gone whale watching before when I was younger and it was a big boat. Like this was just like a tiny little boat, but that helped us to get like super, super close.
Yeah. And we got close.
Oh.
I didn't want to blow it on me.
Touch it, okay. Touch it.
Is it squishy?
Yeah, it is squishy.
I wasn't expecting to get that close. I thought we were just gonna, go out. I brought my binoculars so I can like see the whales in the distance, but those puppies came all the way up to the boat. And actually the first one that we saw, I think it was 2 of them, and when they came, they were like under the boat, and I was really afraid that they were gonna capsize it.
Maybe right behind you, right next to each other. Put a valve hole underneath the boat. He's nudging the boat.
Balance the boat out. Balance the boat.
But whales are actually very gentle creatures. They're also very intelligent.
That's a top. This is top. There's the bottom.
No, that's the top. You're right.
Hey, sweetie.
Oh, Daisy got a good one.
How are you, sweetheart?
She's coming back
Come
up.
back. Come back.
She wants to.
The person driving the boat was telling us, touch it. Like every time they would come close.
Touch it, kiss it.
Yeah. I don't think anybody got that close this time. But I guess if he was close enough, I would have done that too.
Yeah, I told one of my friends from work, I was like, once I got over the fear of us capsizing, it was a phenomenal experience. But it was almost like the whales were out there like scratching their backs on the bottom of the boat.
Yeah, that kind of seems like
Yeah.
what they were doing.
But it seems like they're so used to people that they come and like give you a show. And they're very curious. So
No.
Yeah. So you're out there for like, I don't know, a good hour and a half or so. It was a long time. So I like the first pot of whales that we came upon did all this stuff. That's the ones we were touching and everything. So like after that, I was just like, well, we can go back. Like that was cool. But we kept going and were able to see even more come out. We saw one jump up, but we didn't capture it on film.
Yeah.
But
I
we
think
had
I saw
more.
like 3 of them.
Yeah,
But
it was.
it's
They're
so
hard to
quick.
capture because it happened so fast.
No.
But yeah, so we were out there for a long time, and he was really good about finding all of the whales.
These are gray whales.
Gray whales have the reputation of being the friendliest of whale species, and they're quite curious too.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
humpback whales also migrate to Baja California to birth their calves in these lagoons.
Ojo de Liebre is one of the best places in the world to whale watch.
How did you find this place? Because y'all know I ain't playing nothing. Alicia found this place. She's been dying to come here since she started building a van. So how did you find this place?
Yeah, so you know, I follow a ton of like people on Instagram and things, and when I was filming the van, I would see them down here in Baja, and it was like literally the motivation that kept me going sometimes, because building a van is a lot of work and it's frustrating sometimes. And I saw a lot of them would come whale watching, and so when I did some research, I knew the whale watching season was from about mid to late January through mid March, but this is like the height of the season. So we prioritized getting here quickly so that we wouldn't miss out on the whales. But this specific place was, again, trusty I Overlander. In Guerrero Negro, which is the small town here, there are a bunch of different places that offer tours, but all they do is actually kind of bring you here. And then you take the tour from here anyway. So this is perfect because we paid 100 pesos. You could do 200 with a palapa or 100 pesos without one. 100 pesos is like a little bit more than $5. And once you're in, you're in. So you can stay for as long as you want. So we found this cool campsite here.
Yeah.
And then you just take the whale tour right from here. This was easier, in my opinion, than having to stay all the way out. And then, you know, yes, they take you down the road and things, but you're like already here. We literally could walk over to the whale tour if we wanted to. We drove, but we could have walked.
Yeah, and we're gonna be here. We're gonna stay here a couple of more days, so it just makes sense for us to stay here because the campsite is actually really beautiful.
Guerrero Negro is the closest town, and that's where you kind of stock up on some stuff. Because once you're out here, there is a restaurant, but other than that, there's nothing out here. And so we went and did got our water filled. We got some awesome tacos at El Muelle, so good. But then the GPS took us through town, and the entrance that it brought us to was actually like the entrance for the salt mine, which we still ended up driving through, but that was like the more official. And maybe we could have went through that way. It looked super official. There were
It had
like gates and stuff. So I was like, let's go this other way. And so we turned around, went back through town.
Yeah.
And then it takes you on this like very like dirt washboard road until you get to this guard stand. And that's where you pay your 100 pesos or 200 pesos.
All right, so we are losing the sun. It is setting and it looks absolutely beautiful. So we are going to wrap it up for this video. We're going to do a toast to us and a toast to you. And we hope you enjoyed what you saw.
Yeah, thank you so much, especially to our subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely consider hitting that button. We're going to be in Baja for like 6 to 8 weeks, so definitely drop in the comments if you have spots that we should check out, or if there's content you want to see about coming to Baja, and we will definitely take that into account as we plan our next videos. But we will see y'all next week. We're going to enjoy the sunset while we go slow down.